So it's just our faces? Oh, hi everybody. Hello. So we good to
Yeah,
go?
we're good. No. Sorry, I forgot to use the
The
segue
window?
screen of the stream is about to begin. Sorry, y'all.
Well, well. Hello. Welcome everybody to our first Fireside chat. We're taking a page out of FDR's book and coming to give you the State of the Union for the Venture Maidens podcast. So it's you probably noticed we're not playing a normal game today. Basically, this is just an opportunity for us to give you the news updates, kind of like our holiday streaming schedule. Things are going to get a little bit different for a while, so we're explaining all that, then talking to you about our goals and our Patreon and all kinds of fun stuff. So, what's up,
Oh,
Britt?
I'm checking the Twitch stream to make sure that I can see us. Let me just sorry, I'm just checking, making sure everything looks good. I was a little out of, when you like do things out of order
Hmm.
and it kind of messes you up.
Yeah.
I like a long time ago when I was in college, I decided to like change the order of what I was doing in the shower. So like wash my body first and then my hair. And what ended up resulting from that is that I actually forgot to shave one of my armpits. Like I'm
And
serious.
that is the story for you all. You're welcome.
I'm
Brittany Life Maxims.
just trying to tell some yokes about. Okay, let me see. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys. It wouldn't be our stream without some slight troubleshooting. All right, cool. It looks
Right.
good. Thank you.
Okay. Someone in chat, that might be the saddest story I have ever
Yeah,
heard in regards to your armpit
it was.
situation.
I thought it was hilarious. Like, I knew exactly why that happened because I was like, oh, that's what happens when you spice things up
When
too
you,
much.
oh my God. Well, tonight we're spicing things up, so if things get weird, that's why. That's what
Oh,
happened.
man.
Okay.
So,
So I guess let's start with our first thing. Holidays. Holidays are a terrible time for podcasts because everybody is traveling and things get weird. But we have some cool stuff planned for you. So this is our first one. Sage and Nassim are both busy this evening, so we're just giving you our State of the Union. And then next week we actually have something really, really cool coming up. Um, Brittany, do you want to talk about that? So, what folks can expect here live next week on Wednesday?
yeah. So basically, with the holiday season coming up, all of us have schedules that are where we're having to be away from our computers on Wednesdays. So I'm like, oh hell no, we need to be streaming every week. Both Celeste and I are like, we gotta be streaming. So Celeste won't be able to stream. So I was like, all right, Nassim, Sage, how do you feel about doing a character Q&A? And they both loved the idea, so that's what we will be doing next Wednesday. So we're going to have the chat open, and if you want to ask us any character questions, that would be the time to do it during that. And we'll basically just be talking about like character development stuff and what we think is going on with each other, and maybe diving a little bit deeper into our backstories.
Yeah. Are you guys going to ask any questions in character, or is it going to be just y'all talking about your characters? I don't know anything that's happening. I'll be tuning in like the rest of you.
I don't know if we've discussed that far yet. I think maybe a little column A, a little column B.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then right after that, of course, we're back on schedule, so we'll have an after hours. And then the next time we actually record a game for you is going to be December 6th. And that's going to be episode 29 that we're recording. And we actually have a really special guest who's going to be joining us for that episode, our good dear friend Nerd
Mm-hmm.
Immersion. So Ted is going to be playing an NPC on that episode, which I'm really excited about. This is also going to be the episode where we take part with the hashtag WyattNPC. So we're going to have our NPC in there. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go on Twitter. It's a little something to commemorate somebody who's passed. And so we're really happy to be a part of it. So that's going to be December 6th. And then the week right after that, December 13th, is going to be the last episode of the arc that we are in. So we are going to be live streaming for double time. So probably maybe 3 to 4 hours, where we're going to be ending the arc on the 13th. So yeah, if you're watching live, that'll be the time to tune in, because shit's gonna go down. No spoilers here in case you guys aren't caught up, but it's gonna be great.
I'm already getting kind of emotional about it. I'm like, oh hell.
Yeah. So even though our streaming schedule is a little bit thrown off, the podcast will be coming out on completely regular schedule. We won't, we'll have something out as usual every other week. So that'll be good. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see all these cool extra things. So character Q&A, more after hours, because that's always a good time. I'm always so hungover after those.
Oh, yeah. I get a little bit tipsy, too.
I remember last time I'm just, like, slamming wine, like, and pretending to cry. So I already felt dehydrated.
Oh, hell yeah.
By the way, guys, if you haven't checked out After Hours, you totally should. It's what we run in between our normal games. And all of that audio content we supply on Patreon. So you can actually download those episodes like our normal podcast episodes if you are a Patreon donor. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Patreon, we wanted to kind of take a minute to go over what that is. What we have a Patreon. It's something you guys can do to donate a little bit every month, and you get super cool rewards. So we've been super fortunate. We just hit our goal of $250 a month, which is amazing. So we wanted to say some thank yous, and we wanted to kind of let you know what we've been doing with your money and what we hope to do when we have more money. But okay, I'm going to go through the list and I'm going to say thank you to all of our $1 donors. Are you guys ready? Okay, let me pull this shit up. Okay. Oh wait, why won't it scroll? Okay, thank you so much to Lars, William, Gregory, Elsa, Ryan, Ben, Derek, Not That Drew, Joshua, Laura, Nancy, Misdirected Mark Productions, Stephanie, Thaddeus, Mark, Lex, Sarah, Mark, Sam, Lee, and David. Thank you. You guys are all of our $1 donors. You guys are our rocks, our base. And what you guys get if you become a $1 donor, you get access to all of our audio bonus content. So that means you get the after hours. You get copies of my notes, my DM notes that I scan in. You get to look at those. We have a few bonus episodes up on there. We have one that Brittany DM'd a ways back, and we also have one that Sage DM'd a ways back. So you get all of that content, including that every other week, a new episode of After Hours for just $1. You cannot beat that, folks. That's all of that extra content for $1 a month. Brittany, do you want to do the $5?
Yeah. Also,
I'm sorry, the $3.
So wait, real quick for clarification, occasionally I think we upload the stuff that's taken out of the full length podcast.
Yes.
So there's clips.
We also do deleted scenes.
Deleted scenes. Thank you.
That's
what that's called.
So the latest one we actually uploaded was from episode 27. Where Nasima something stuck in her eye for 10 minutes. Yes. I thought it was too funny. I couldn't just cut it. So it's all on there, listening to Nasim cry about having cat hair in her eyeball. It's amazing.
I think too, like we also, both Sage and I have done audio recordings of our characters' backstories as well. Yep. And I like to occasionally write journal entries for Arnadel. just to kind of give you a little bit more insight into what she's thinking and feeling. So those are also things. Celeste has put maps and all sorts of really cool stuff up there. So
I have maps of the world. I upload lore notes from the world. Believe it or not, I mean, we've only been to like one one small part of this continent. I actually have it all written out, slowly unfolding.
yeah. So for those of you on our Discord that are in the spoilers section where we're all theorizing on what's happening, that might add a little bit of extra information for you to help build your theories as to what's going on with Saya. There's been some good ones. So our $3 reward donors, I'm going to say a huge thank you to you guys. This tier gets you access to all of the stuff that we just explained, including, this is the added bonus of a module by Sage. And in addition, excuse me, I'm reading it wrong. I'm so bad at it. It takes so many times for me to record our outros and stuff. I'm not good at this naturally. It's a module by Sage, basically, if I'm summarizing this.
We also have a couple other goodies on there. Magic items that we've written up. So like Kara's helmet, for example, you can get the stats on that. We are hoping to fill out this section a lot more as time goes on, especially at the end of the first arc. I'm going to be posting things like maybe Rem's character sheet is going to show up on there, or some extra lore about the world, or like random encounters inspired by the Venture Maidens worlds. That's the kind of stuff that you get for the $3.
Girl, I am a patron on our own page. Do you want me to see Rem's character sheet?
I said maybe.
Okay, so
probably not Rem's. I'll put like Kristoff's.
Oh, right on.
That's cool.
So $3 reward. Thank you to Jared, Brett, Diana, Diana, Kayla, Sam, James, Jay, Alan, Brandon, and Dana. Thank you guys.
You're awesome.
You are awesome.
Okay. What's next? $5?
Yeah. Why not? Let's just knock it out. We're just going to knock out all of our thank yous.
We're going to go. Okay. All right. Okay. Special extra thank you to our $5 donors. So our $5 donors, you get a card and care package from us when you sign up. So I know a lot of you out there probably got them. I sent people some dice. I made some monster cards that I sent people, like kind of a welcome here. And we are always making a bunch of new cool stuff. I know we have like some stickers and some art things that are coming out. So you get a package when you sign up for this, in addition to everything else that you've received so far. And you get cards from us throughout the year for special occasions and holidays. So actually, while we're on this, the winter solstice is coming up soon. So everybody who is currently a Patreon at the $5 or above level is going to be getting a winter solstice package from us. So if you haven't signed up for Patreon, maybe consider doing it now, and then you can get in on those sweet, sweet winter goodies. So that's $5. And part of our $5, thank you so much to Michael, Matthew, Ranger Tim, Matthew, Adam, MCF, Christopher, Neil, and oh God, I just read the $10.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll read the I was going to say, I remember Ranger Tim being on the $10.
We're so good at this. Okay, well, yeah, that was $10. You guys are the best. Do you want to say the $5 real quick, and then I'll explain what 10 is?
Let's see. Sorry, I was looking.
Oh, there's a lot of $5.
I was looking at the chat. So wait, you want me to read the $5 or 10?
Yeah,
$5.
Since I made a mistake.
Okay, so $5 rewards. The mistake was just in the names, not in the content.
No, we love you.
Love you guys. So $5 reward. Major thank yous go to Gwillem, Jack, Kevin, Jacob, Nicole, Thomas, Stephen, Benjamin, Christopher, Angelina, Aaron, Andrew, Nathan, seriously, Marty, Brian, William, Wilhelm, Christy, Sherry-Ann, Blake, Matthew, Jason, Adam, and James. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. So we've read all 62 of you, all of your names. Thank you. Thank you so much. You make us so happy. And since I accidentally read the $10 or the yeah, $10 reward, what do you get at $10? What do you get at the magical $10, which is the biggest level and it's amazing? You get everything we talked about. So access to all the bonus content, access to the module content. You get a care package when you sign up. You get cards and letters throughout the year, and you get a little extra special something every time we send out those packages. And you get either a signed art print of your choosing or a Venture Maidens t-shirt. For only $10, you can have your own Venture Maidens t-shirt. Hey, and speaking of that, did you guys know we have t-shirts? They're really cool. They're up for sale on our website currently. I'm wearing the wrong one, but
as well.
it's like whatever. Yeah. We have t-shirts for sale there, and we might have beer koozies coming soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to feel it out. You know, like the selling stuff is like kind of it's risky, right? So if I buy a bunch of them, I'm like, I gotta know that you guys are gonna buy these things if I make them. So beer koozies. And speaking of shirts, I was thinking it'd be really cool to celebrate the end of each story arc with a character shirt that represents that story arc. So I'm right now working on putting together a t-shirt that is Saya's character portrait, and then maybe like Venture Maiden somewhere on it. So yeah, I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys. That way, the next story arc, whoever that might belong to, will then, at the end of that, have a character portrait shirt released, and so on. So yeah, and not that I'm discouraging anybody from joining Patreon, because it's really amazing, but you don't have to be a Patreon donor to buy shirts. You just click the merch on our website, and that'll take you to my Big Cartel page where you can buy one whenever you want. Also, for any of you who are listening, I've asked for sizes through our Patreon. There's a few people who haven't gotten back to me with that. So I'm just making a quick
so if you're
shout
a
out.
Patreon,
I'm not trying to withhold your care package, but I kind of need to know your shirt size.
Give us your damn shirt size. It's like pulling teeth.
God, don't you want it?
Don't you want this shit? Come on, it's good shit.
Yeah.
It's a good t-shirt.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I guess somebody in chat, I found it. Turn of Phrase says they want the t-shirt with the Raven design. I mean, I wasn't planning on making that a t-shirt.
We have those prints for sale as well.
Yeah, the Raven, the two-headed Raven, that's actually a Dragon Age reference. That I made that. I'm happy.
Surprise.
I've had a couple.
Brittany likes Dragon Age.
Oh,
did you know?
Oh my god. I've had a couple of people ask about that one, but when I'm not gonna order any prints unless people are actually willing to buy it. Not trying to be shady, but that costs money to make those things, you guys. Sorry, I'm just giving some real talk.
So shame. Okay, what else did what we've spent your money on. What we have spent your money on so far. We have now all been able to upgrade our mics. We've got these cool robot arms that we all bought for that. We have pop filters so we don't make weird hissing sounds at you all the time. We are now in the process of getting new webcams. So our streaming quality is going to skyrocket. It's going to be great. We're getting lighting, so you all have a better visual experience whenever we live stream. And so since we hit that 250 goal, we now have another goal. So this time we're going for $500 a month. And Brittany, do you want to talk about what in the world we're going to do when we get 500? I'm very excited.
I'm super excited as well. So this is just an idea, and we still have to make it, we got to make our goal before this can become a reality, but we've been thinking about using that Patreon money to afford ourselves a trip so that we are all in the same city and we can stream a game all in the same room. We would record that. I think Nassim and I are trying to build up our YouTube. So we would add to our YouTube account. Obviously, we'd have awesome content for the podcast. And I might start playing around with IRL streaming. I'm like IRL streaming.
Yeah.
So
you can watch us get tacos
and get
in between.
drunk at bars that we used to frequent when we all like lived in San Francisco together. Or I mean, we haven't even decided if we're going to be in San Francisco. Maybe.
No, we don't know yet.
Yeah. So
somewhere we could all get together, and then that would be. I know I mentioned this, but that would be the first time we are all together in the same room since we started Venture Maidens.
Well,
at
least, since we started Venture Maidens, but it's actually been like about 3 years because I left in 2015.
Yeah. So, I mean, all 4 of us together in the same room, that would get crazy. It would get lit, you guys. It would get messy. It would be fun. We would record so much stuff. We'd probably do a main episode and then maybe some other like bonus stuff or encounters. And I don't know, like if anybody's around in the city, we could do like a meetup thing at a bar, somewhere. If you live on the West Coast,
that might sway whether or not we are up in Northern California or Southern California, actually,
based on who's out there. But that's our goal for if we hit 500 a month. That will be such a fun weekend of streaming and shenanigans.
Crustacean said Bay Area, my friends.
Whoa, that's easy for me. Let's do that.
I have a lot of unfinished tattoos up in San Francisco. I haven't been up there since I moved. So that's why I was thinking like Nassim and I would just go up there. And you're like, well, we can come down there too. And I'm like, well, I mean, I could work while I'm up there.
It's true. That is true. Yeah, so that would be amazing. So that is our goal. So help us. Tell your friends. Just $1 a month, you guys, and you get so much good stuff. Hours and hours of bonus content on there right now if you were to go and donate just $1. And it's coming out more all the time.
Hell yeah.
So I think, okay, Solstice package, thank yous, what we've been doing with your money, our 500 goal, merch, other fun stuff. Britt, do you want to talk a little bit about your YouTube stuff? Oh. You mentioned it with Nassim.
Yes, I did. So I am a YouTube... Everybody talks about like Netflix and chill. I don't fuck with Netflix. I get on YouTube.
YouTube and chill.
I get on YouTube. I have that shit running all the time. Right now I'm currently watching a ton of RuPaul Drag Race, like drag queen stuff. It's amazing. I live for it right now. But because Nassim actually, Nassim and I have had conversations about how much we enjoy watching YouTube, and we're often exchanging different YouTuber channels that we subscribe to and whatnot. So we realized like, oh shit, we have a YouTube channel and we don't give it any love. We literally just kind of offhandedly like upload our stream videos to YouTube so people can watch it later in case they miss the stream. So it's like, why don't we like do a YouTube thing with it? Just like YouTube exclusive stuff. So, yeah, you guys can go there. We uploaded one video so far. Right now it's going to be kind of a slow process because we're trying to do it in the same room. So it'll rely on us being in the same, but we're still open to doing like what we do here with, OBS.
Did this
with this,
this stuff.
Yeah. So yes, we're trying to develop our YouTube, and basically we're trying to keep it, gaming related. We're not just gonna go off and talk about like making grilled cheese sandwiches or...
I don't know. You guys talked about nipples for like 3 minutes of that 7-minute video.
We did. So... It was the introduction. We did. That was... Oh man.
My god.
We actually...
Let me see if I...
That 7-minute video is actually 52 minutes long. I'm dead serious. Oh, thanks, Lex. Lex said that YouTube video is pretty good. Thank you. It was my very first time doing video editing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there were like 2 sound effects that I was like, oh, I feel great. Hopefully I can develop.
I'm gonna put this in here. Wait, okay, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if you guys haven't checked it out.
Thanks.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I am not even gonna pretend like I know how to edit videos. There are people who make their lives of editing videos and do a damn good job. I am not. So it's going to be real janky, just letting you know.
It's okay. That's how we got our start. We were janky as hell, and now we still, don't ever know when we're starting or have intro screens, but, hey, you can hear us all the time. One of our connections hasn't dropped in like 3 episodes, so, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you know why? It's because I upgraded my internet package. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And my ass is plugged in to the Ethernet.
Yeah, I got my like 30-foot long white cord.
Oh,
that goes to the other side of my house.
Mine's right there. It's not going anywhere. May I ask, in the Twitch chat, Mrs. Powell14 said, I will send you some links, Britt. For what? For more drag queen stuff? Because I'm so
YouTube videos?
For it. Oh, God, I love them so much. Oh, Hardline Connection. Something went over my head. I don't know what it's about. Hardline.
Speaking of internet things,
video editing.
We also have a Discord now. Yay! So if you guys don't know what that is, Discord is like this big, awesome way to talk to everybody. We have a bunch of different channels. I know Brittany referred to that before. We have a spoilers chat that you can like do fan theories in there, or we have like our general chat. We have a let's talk about D&D chat. So Brittany and I are pretty active on there. So if you ever want to come hang out with us, and we're just using the chat yeah, go.
Oh no, I'm just really excited about it. Like the Discord, okay. Normally I'm like, I don't want to connect with anybody. I'm so overwhelmed with. I never use Twitter. I'm sorry, you guys. I have a bunch of personal messages in there, and I'm just like not even gonna read them. But Discord, holy fuck, I got sucked right into that. That people are doing like the fan theories, and I'm just like, I don't know either. I'm gonna join in on the. Oh, it's so good. You guys are coming up with some really incredible ideas about who Saya is, what her backstory is. Like, holy shit, I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, and I just dropped that link also in the chat, so if you want to join our Discord, you can just click on that little puppy right there, and it'll take you on. And you'll get to hang out with cool people, and they're cool because they like us.
Everybody, yeah, well, there's a lot of fucking cool ass people on there. Like, I would love someday if I ever, like, won the lottery, and, I mean, I would donate a lot to charity and pay off my student loans, but also I would put a chunk into making, like our own convention, just for, like, a couple days, like, fly people out, fly everybody who's, like, active on Twitter and, like, our Discord and stuff. I'm like, hey, let's, like, meet in person.
We should, like, rent a tropical island.
Yeah.
And then just have an island of Venture Maidens. VentureCon! Fuck, dude, that's so good. Stealing it.
That would be tight as hell. Who knows what's going to happen. We were talking about goals, right?
Yeah, VentureCon 2019.
That's ambitious.
We can do it. We can do it. It's fine. We'll get $500. We'll get there in the room. We'll call that VentureCon until it sticks.
It'll be like
and more people show up.
I'm thinking of like a central location that everybody could like meet at. It's going to be Kansas because it's going to be cheap as hell to find a venue out in Kansas.
That's true.
It's in the middle of the country. And it'll be like D&D Burning Man. We call it Frozen Woman.
Yay! Oh my god. Frozen Woman. That's back.
That's Sage's idea. I'm not taking credit for that. Sage came up with that a long time ago.
Freezing Woman. Anyway, by the way, I wanted to say a special thank you to Angelina. So Mrs. Powell14, thank you so much for helping us get our Discord up and running. She does all of our admin stuff and taught me what bots were and helped set that all up. So that's amazing. Just make it this way. Yeah. So that's amazing. So thank you so much. And yeah, join us on Discord. It's super fun there.
Get on that Discord. Mrs. Pell 14, yes, we will make it disabled friendly. I just started following this very beautiful lesbian couple from the UK, and the main host, she does like cute makeup tutorials and stuff, but she talks about her disability. She's disabled, And fuck, I want to try to find it. I'll send you a link to it, by the way. Just a little offshoot side note of that. I literally just started subscribe to her channel, and it's amazing.
Yes. So much. I don't understand YouTube, so it's really cool that I don't. I was one of those people who, my friends were always watching YouTube, and then I would get really bored and just want to play video games.
Oh my God. It was like so in the dormitories when I was in college, it was a fucking pastime to like, everyone was in one person's dorm room, all crowded around a tiny laptop computer.
Right? What was that? And everybody watching like the same videos.
We would share. That's how viral video sharing got started. Except we were physically in the same room together. Like, oh, have you seen Charlie Unicorn or whatever the fuck? Like, remember Charlie the Unicorn?
Oh, Charlie the Unicorn. I did watch Charlie the Unicorn a lot.
There were so many, and of course I'm like forgetting all of them, but that's how I discovered Mitch Hedberg. I was in high school. It was like 2005, and somebody
Mitch.
It was 2004, something like that, and somebody like sent it. Flight of the Conchords too. Business Time. That was like one of my first YouTube videos. Things to watch.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So what else did we have? Oh, we have goals. Speaking of VentureCon, we want to go to more conventions.
Yes.
We want to make that a goal, a real dream. So I know I don't know a lot of conventions near me, or like we're both pretty new to this world. Like we went to Gen Con together, but
there are so many conventions in California. There are so many. There's a ton.
Well, I don't know where they are or what they are, but oh, Dirty Habanero, you saw us? Who were you? Did you say hi or did you just see us? PAX is great. Yeah, I want to go to PAX. I want to go to Prime. Oh, you went with the guys from the Redemption podcast. Well, hello. Yeah, we definitely want to go to more cons, in whatever capacity, if just to visit or maybe eventually, I don't know, do panels or figure that out. I mean, if anybody is really good at that kind of stuff and has information, you could send us, venturemaidens@gmail.com. Please send us stuff. That would be great.
Yeah, like a community effort in helping spread education
VentureCon.
On conventions.
Get VentureCon.
Yeah, like
everywhere.
I'm noob, like so new at going to cons. Like I was like, hey guys, you want to go to Comic-Con? We'll just like hang out outside. It sucked ass. You gotta have tickets to enjoy that thing. Like you really do.
Yeah. Comic-Con is hard.
It's too big.
Even when you have tickets.
Everybody's miserable because they're all standing in line. Even like the cosplaying, it was just too fucking hot and crowded. Like, I'm sorry, I sound like a hater. I'm sure it's way more magical on the inside. Geek Girl Con next year and see. Hell,
that sounds amazing. Yes.
Going. I'm down. I have friends in Seattle. I have family in Seattle, and I can work in Seattle.
Chris Perkins is in Seattle.
Oh my god. I want to shake that man's hand.
Yes. Yes.
PAX is always...
I wonder...
Is PAX in Seattle too?
Where is PAX West? No, PAX West is... Where is PAX West?
LA?
Chat. Probably.
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Small cons are the best experience. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Yeah, I'm down for small... We're down for any fucking cons. We're not, like, limiting our...
No,
PAX
we want to go to them all.
Mary Belladere is like, come to me. Come to me. TwitchCon just happened in Long Beach in October, and I heard, the bird's the word, that they're moving it back to San Diego.
Oh, that'd be easy.
Yeah, that needs to happen. Anybody working for Twitch that is in our chat, please help make that happen.
Let's do it. Okay. And I guess other other goals. So that's a big goal for me. Get to more cons for 2018. Venture Maidens at more cons. And then we've also been chatting about Brittany has a cool idea to make a thing. You want to talk about it?
Yes. Okay. So I kind of touched base on this earlier about putting one of the designs that I have available for sale on the merch page. Some of those are Venture Maidens related, And most of them are not. Most of them are my own artwork that I have, just seeing if anybody's interested in buying it. And I haven't had a lot of interest in that. So I'm like, okay, what are some different things I can do? And an idea popped up making an art book, basically. So a little booklet that has my designs in there. And so that idea popped up, and we're kind of thinking of doing like a Venture Maidens art book. So I would basically make more Venture Maidens art and then have it available. But I'm going to be super honest. I know that maybe it's not a good business strategy to like be this honest with people that I would hoped that would buy things, but it would be so helpful if you guys could like either tweet at me or direct message me. I will make an effort to read my direct messages. Write it in the Discord.
On Twitter.
Instagram. I'm really good at direct message on Instagram. All of those things. Let me know if you're legitimately interested in buying something like that. And the more like positive response I have on that, I'm definitely gonna like make that happen, you know. But I get interest, like one little thing here and and I'm like, that's a huge compliment for sure. But y'all, it costs money to make that shit. So I would need to have some level of guarantee that I would at least make the money back that I would spend on creating that. Super real talk. So Venture Maidens art book. Let me know.
Well, I would buy your Venture Maidens art book.
Thanks. I might even look into having like the pages be detachable. One thing that we do in the tattooing world is when tattoo artists make flash books, so a bunch of designs for flash, they make it so that you can actually tear that out of the binding and hang it up on your wall.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's very like tattoo culture thing. So I was thinking, I don't know if you've noticed, but my artwork, I'm a tattooer. So my artwork is going to be tattoo designs, basically. And I'm definitely pushing that in the direction for our Venture Maidens artwork. So there you have it. Like that's...
Oh my God. Make sure to let us know the first time you do a Venture Maidens tat for anyone. That comment in chat.
Oh, hell.
We will all get matching Venture Maidens tattoos. If we hit 500, we will all get together and we will all do those tattoos. We've been talking about it for a long time, and that will happen. So we'll do a weekend together, live stream, get tattoos. It'll be crazy.
Yeah, oh boy, that would be hilarious. I've already tattooed all of us except for Nassim. So.
Oh, I thought you did Nassim.
I have.
Oh no, you didn't.
I haven't tattooed Nassim yet, and I tattooed myself, you guys.
I know. Brittany and I have matching tattoos currently, and Sage. Mm-hmm. The three of us currently have matching D20 tattoos. So now we'll have to get the Venture Maidens too.
Can we join? Marie Belladere is like, can we join tats?
Everybody should get Venture Maidens tattoos.
As soon as I can afford it, I'm going to get the Sisters of Sorrow mark on my forearm.
Yes, we want to put that on more stuff. It's so cool. I think that'll be the beer koozie.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. So for the beer koozies, we're kind of like going like kind of full circle here in this direction. Beer koozies.
I think those are chill as fuck. I wish I drank more beer. I tried to put a wine glass in it. It did not work. They're very specific.
Beer koozies, yeah. And we'll just put the Sisters of Sorrow mark. For those of you who've gotten care packages, I've slipped a couple of our business cards in there. And that's the Sisters of Sorrow design that would go on those beer koozies. Excuse me. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yay. So art book dreams and convention dreams and tattoo dreams. Anything else?
I don't know. Do you want to like open the chat up for like questions? You guys have some now I think interacting with the chat, because I've been typing a little bit, but yeah, fucking chat it up, you guys. Let's do this.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to talk about? Any questions you have for us?
Mrs. 1214 said, I have one from my care package, the beer koozie. However, I personally wouldn't buy a koozie. That's totally fair. Good to know.
Some people are koozie people. Some people are not koozie people. I don't think I've ever been a koozie person, but I like them.
I am like a 50-50% koozie person. Like when I have one that's right there, hell yeah, I'm gonna use it. But they're rarely like right there, so I use mine. I have mine at work. I left my beer koozie at. I'd buy the book though. Thank you. I have my beer koozie at the tattoo shop, and after we close the shop, my boss and I will enjoy a beer and just chat about the day and chat about we talk shop a lot, tattoo stuff, and I use that fucking koozie. Then, it's pretty nice.
It's nice because if you have a bottle of beer and you don't slam it on your desk down, there's actually something stopping it. So, because I have a problem where I slam down my glasses of wine too vigorously, and it sounds terrible. Recording problems.
So Lex Mandrake has a question. When are we going to talk about Celeste's hair? Was that dyed recently? These are important questions.
They are important questions. And yes, I dyed it like 4 or 5 days ago. It's my winter colors. So it's sort of red. You can't really tell, but...
Yeah, it looks red. I can see it. It's like purpley red. It's like burgundy.
Yeah. Because it's like in the dark, it looks like brown. I've been a blonde for like a year.
Kintaro PC. Kintaro PC. Slam it. I told you I really suck at reading things on the spot. I am not good at sight reading. Slamming down.
Brittany's bad at reading.
No, I read like a motherfucker. I can read like a fucker. I just can't like the connection from seeing it, interpreting it, and then like redirecting it out of my mouth is not a very strong one.
That was a cute little hand gesture you just did there. Thank you. Slamming down wine. Just don't stop drinking it. I rarely don't.
Problem.
I'm pretty good at.
Just hold
so
on
okay, but the problem is I have the bottle. So if it's not one, it's the other.
Wait a second. Just drink straight out of the bottle.
Oh my god, I can't. I like hit the microphone and I have to like DM for you guys,
right.
Which involves a lot of hands.
Boxed wine? Just put a.
Ew.
Oh, don't hate on boxed wine. I am not above drinking some goddamn Franzia. Like, I've put down a whole thing of Carlo Rossi. I am okay with that cheap shit.
You're such a beer snob, but wine is totally fine. Interesting.
No, for sure.
Interesting.
I definitely prefer a nice wine, but I'm also not above drinking shitty wine. I will not drink shitty beer, though. I'm sorry. There's just way too much yeast. If I'm gonna, like...
Yeah. Well, I will not drink shitty wine.
Okay. All right, touche.
I'm a wine snob.
Touche, my friend.
I will drink a Pabst, whatever.
Okay, touche. Lewis Logic said, I really only koozie... I like how koozie is now a verb. This is the best. I really only koozie while at work to keep it classy and, like, PC and not get fired. That is clever, my friend. Kudos.
Yes.
LOL from Crustacean. Lazy Mermaiden. The black box one is pretty legit. I have not seen or heard of the black box one.
The favorite box wine? I don't know anything about box wine.
2 Buck Chuck is
that.
amazing. I literally have some Charles Shaw on top of my refrigerator at this very moment. It's better than... Okay, Celeste, don't you look at me that way. I recall a time showing up at your apartment and you were drinking quail oak or what, oak quail or whatever the fuck, and it was like...
It's $2. When I'm poor, sometimes that's all I got.
And guess what? So
they sell that shit at Safeway for $2.
So is 2 Buck Chuck, and it is miles better. I couldn't...
Okay, there's a new question. Have any of the maidens ever LARPed? I have. I was at the... I went... Well, it's pretty much my first and only time. CthulhuCon, I think? No, it wasn't CthulhuCon. I don't know. It was in Irvine, California, and they had like a new LARPing convention that opened up. So I was in a fairy LARP, which was confusing and scary. And then I was in like a Star Trek style LARP, which was like the coolest shit ever.
Wow.
We were all like members on a ship crew, and we all had a job or a task or whatever. And we were in this like hotel room, and then they had the screen like with somebody in the other room, like giving you missions. It was so cool. And I was like,
was that at Gen Con?
No, that wasn't at Gen Con. Wait, but there was something like that at
Yes.
Gen Con that I was sad you didn't. No. So this was one I got to play in, and I played like, the weapons specialist. So I was like basically the Worf of the crew, which was amazing.
That's awesome. I've never. Oh, does going to Ren Fair count as LARPing?
No.
I really enjoy making costumes, and I've been learning a ton about armor. And I should LARP. I have not yet. I haven't quite crossed that bridge yet. It
Fun.
sounds like a lot of fun. I would want to start with like a group of people that I know. And the thing is, that's totally irrational because everything I continuously hear about the LARPing community is how welcoming it is and like absolutely embracing. So I don't know where that like anxiety comes from. I'm just like, I want to know the people I'm going to be LARPing with. So we have a couple more. Lex Mandrake said, or sorry, was there anything else on LARPing?
Okay. No.
Lex Mandrake. Oh, I thought of two real questions. Celeste, how is being on Dragon Talk? Brittany, how are you liking the Nerd Immersion game?
Being on Dragon Talk was it was awesome, but I was so freaking scared. Brittany was on. I had to have Brittany call me before the call, and I was just sitting there freaking out while she was watching the interview before. I'm like, Brittany, what are they doing? What are they talking about? And she's like, calm down, okay? So she had to talk me down from that.
I was there. I was like, I'm a guardian angel. I'm watching you.
I got
I'm
you,
here.
boo. But it was really fun. I mean, I've dreamed of like talking to Wizards of the or working for or like being around Wizards of the Coast since I was like 7 years old. So that's being that close to it was astounding and incredible and definitely on the top 10 coolest things I've ever done in my whole life. So it was incredible. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think I aced it. I think I did a pretty good job. And I was also really worried about it because, like, that's how we've gotten a lot of traffic for our show lately because people said, oh, I heard your interview. I'm going to listen to your show. And, like, what if that hadn't gone well? That's such an extreme amount of pressure. So I'm very glad it went well. And I'm glad it's over, but I'm really glad I got to do it. Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was very enjoyable to listen to. And then, of course, after that call got hung up, I was still on Skype, and Celeste called me back, and I was like, "You did great! It was awesome!" It was.
I'm like, "Oh my god, what is that?" We're very codependent.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's good. It's supportive. So Lex, the second part of that question, how am I liking the Nerd Immersion game? Okay, so I'm going to just stop myself right now because I will sit and rant and rave about how much I love playing with Ted. His games are amazing. Nerd Immersion, aka Ted, phenomenal DM. We met at Gen Con, and that's been great. Celeste will tell you how much I have been going on about how much I enjoy the other players. We've got Bucky, you guys, Davis, and Chelsea from Encounter. Quest by Northwest.
North by Northwest. And then
thank you.
Bucky from Taking Initiative podcast and then Dank Dungeons.
Yes.
Those are the three places to look.
Yes. And we've had Lizzie from Dank Dungeons as a guest on our very first bonus episode that I DM'd a long time ago. And Lizzie's amazing. Please tell Lizzie that we say hello and we miss her and she's amazing.
Playing with Lizzie was so fun.
Yes.
Oh, actually, in reference to that DM question, we have on our Patreon a bonus episode where Brittany runs, she DMs a game. So
I am not, thank you for uploading that. That was my very first time DMing on live stream, so please bear that in mind. I
think it was great.
I've only been DMing for like 8 months. I have a personal game that I'm running. I started because after I moved away, I had Dungeons and Dragons withdrawals from the 3-year campaign that we had been playing up in SF. So I got sidetracked with all of that. I was ranting and raving about how much I love the Princes of the Apocalypse game with Nerd Immersion. And then we segued into If I DM.
You're talking about how cool all the players were.
Yes, Davis is
that
hilarious.
Was another question that popped up.
Hilarious. And I've been a guest on Dank Dungeons. There's an episode, Dr. Bone Grinder. Dr. Bonesaw. Help me out, Lex. I can't remember. I think the chat gets like... Oh, okay, hold on. Chat is popping the fuck off. I can't keep up.
They're complimenting, saying the interview was great, channeling Nassim's level of chill, which I always try to do. Lizzie's gonna be happy to hear that.
Falcon
Oh,
Wolf, right
wait,
on.
we're gonna allow this comment.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
would you
allowing. Allow. Why did it not
allow,
let
allow?
D&D community group?
I think I allowed
Oh,
it.
okay, you did. Okay.
Oh,
Bonesaw.
here's a
Yeah.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you were thinking of starting a podcast, what's some advice you think I'd really need to know? Ooh,
Be patient.
be very patient and forgive yourself and have the right people with you. You need a team. It's impossible to do this alone. It's so much stuff, and if you don't have somebody like there with you to take it on, it's gonna be harder. You really need that support. So have good people. Have a good team.
That or be super wealthy to hire somebody to do all the work.
All your editing.
I think so, but editing, Celeste, so I think we've talked about, like, you do all the editing, you do the story writing, and you do all of the PR. Like, all of the success that we have on Twitter, it is Celeste.
I'm obsessed with Twitter. I'm always on Twitter.
Expanding to Discord, our expansion is Celeste. I do all of the visual stuff, so the website. I will, and you gotta. I know this is gonna sound like a deterrent, but you're gonna put in so many hours, and they're not gonna be paid. It's for free. You're gonna get negative feedback, and you have got to be okay with that. Every time somebody like complains about our audio quality in the first like 4 or 5 episodes, I'm just like,
keep fucking listening. Like, come on. No podcast like has great, like, unless you're the fucking McElroy brothers, which I'm sorry, we're not.
They already had their own podcast thing going, and they
right.
had so
Go
much
listen to the
experience.
first few episodes of Mabim Bam.
So
they sound terrible. So there.
Get a bunch done before launching. That's a really good, actually, Yo Rudy's, you Rudy or Yo? Yo Rudy. That's Yo Rudy.
You Rudy.
Get a bunch done before launching. That is, hell yeah, that's a great idea. Like, have your ducks in a row and then set them out onto the pond to swim.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
We did not do that. So if you guys look at our old YouTube video, I think I was going through just like watching some random ones because I was like, oh, look how good this was a long time ago. There was an episode where your audio, and it wasn't, I think it might, who knows what it was. I think it was when we were still using Roll20. And after that episode, I was like, we're not doing Roll20 anymore. We're going to Skype.
Yeah, careful. Tread carefully.
No, it was just, no. It was a connection issue. It wasn't, I don't think it was anybody's fault. I think it was the platform that we were using. And for some reason, it just like wouldn't accept your audio. And I was just like, it went on for like the whole episode. And I'm like, oh, like I couldn't handle it. So
we had some bad, like, it was rough early days.
Oh man. So yeah, it's been so wonderful that you guys have stuck through, and we're only gonna get better.
I worry if we like turn people away because of the quality of the first couple of episodes. I lose sleep over that.
What, though? We don't got patience
all the time.
People don't have patience for that. We don't got patience for them.
So
somebody who has the ability to understand like the context of what's happening, I think is worthwhile. So I keep seeing Kintaro PC.
Like your last name.
Well, I'm not Kintaro, I'm Quintero. There's an E.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's similar.
Follow-up question. How do you get some good tunes for your intro, outro? We're super lucky, and we are friends with a musician. Get yourself some musical friends and pay them. Pay them for their work, please. Asking for free work is never okay. Pay them. Pay them for a song. Throw them a 20, throw them a 50, whatever. Ask what their rates are. You know, like you can buy royalty-free songs off the internet, or you can find an upcoming musician and ask what they would charge to get a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Oh,
we don't use a ton of music in our show specifically. It's just not really our style. But there's some really good stuff out there and some really exciting stuff happening. I know some of you are posting a bunch of it in the chat. There's a ton out there that you can go and you can like, you just need to mention like at the end of your podcast, like music provided by this. A lot of times you can use these music tracks for free, actually, as long as you give credit
yeah,
to the
that's
artist.
great too.
So that's out there. There's one that we've played around with. Let me see. The Adventurers Collection, tabletop soundtrack. That's one that we've worked with before. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit ranty there because sorry, I
You really want people to pay you for stuff and everybody to be
work,
paid, yeah.
right? Like if I mean, if you can find, obviously, like there's the other thing where if you're on a budget, because believe me, we're on a budget. It's just if you have
God,
if
we
you
make
have
no
the
money.
ability to pay an artist for their work, that is one of the most like priceless things you can do. So that's all. That's the end of my. I am stepping off my soapbox now. But yes, and then I see in the chat a lot of people posted information about where to get good music. So
Check
follow
it out.
that. That's great. Mrs. Pal
Question.
14. Do you want to read it, Celeste?
Yeah. Was there any time you considered quitting the podcast, particularly in early days? Nope.
We got more
Never.
intense about it. Like
We did. We got way more intense. We doubled down and then we tripled down.
yeah, we did. We're like, we're gonna stream every fucking Wednesday.
Yeah. Fuck. We're still getting more intense. I mean, we're always like constantly trying to figure out how to do more and like to bring you guys more. Like after hours, for example, that was, something we wanted to do just so we could stream something for you every week. And adding that to the Patreon stuff and like all the merch we're making. We're always looking for more things to do just to grow the community and to give you guys more. So if there's anything you want to see from us also, like if you're like, oh man, I really wish the Venture Maidens would do this, or like, I don't know, run this, or let us know. I mean, we're also, I'm super active on Twitter. I run the Venture Maidens account and my personal account on there.
That's a good question. Crustacean, how do you balance what do your listeners... That's crazy. Get out of my head, because I was literally, as Celeste was saying that, I'm like, well, we'll consider it, but we're not going to just, like, jump to make your wish come true.
I mean,
like...
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, well, if you sent, like, hey, I want your story to be more like this, I'd tell you to fuck right off. But, I mean, like, if you, like, a meetup thing or something else, we're not going to fucks with our content. We like what we do. We like the way we do it. And I think you like us because of the way we do that. So.
Well, and I think like for things like Fireside Chat, and then next week, there is inevitably going to be a time when one of us or two of us or even three of us can't make it to our...
Then I'll just monologue.
Can't make it to our scheduled like stream dates.
Right.
So there's always going to be an opportunity for us to go and do something like this week, Fireside Chat. This was kind of a last minute thing. Not last minute. We were looking at our calendar and we're like, oh, well, I'd love to make something happen on this week. So I think that would be an opportunity for us to do like side things. IDM, Sage DMs. We're totally open to like trying a new game on these like random no podcast dates, right? Like, what? Go for it. What?
No, I was saying somebody was talking about me doing Punch and Judy puppets all by myself. I could totally. Hi, I'm Arnadel. I like books. Oh, I'm in it, and I forget a dark path. Me. I'll just do that for an hour. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Speaking of which, we've come to our hour mark.
Oh shit, that happens so fast.
Yeah, I know. That was over in the blink of an eye. So I think that's everything we wanted to talk to you about. So we hope you've enjoyed this fireside chat. And thank you for hanging out with us. And yeah, let us know. Talk to us.
Thank you for the support too. That's like a huge humbling thing that's just like super awesome. It kind of hits a lot, and randomly I'll be going about my day and I'll be like, wow, there's some like really cool people out there that are making this thing happen.
Sometimes I'll just, if I'm having a shit day or feeling terrible, I'll just read some of your guys' reviews on iTunes, and I immediately feel better about the world and my life. We have 150 of those, so we couldn't read those names for you today. But please, if you haven't considered, please leave us an iTunes rating and review. We consistently make it on the top 200 games and hobbies charts for podcasts. We're pretty much on there every day. The slot bounces around all the time. But if you guys keep leaving us rating and reviews the way you're doing, maybe we can, break that 50. Maybe we can live on that chart. So please help us.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes. And so next week, don't forget, we're me, Sage, and Nassim are doing character Q&A. It's going to be the same time. We're definitely going to be interacting with the chat. I'd like to do it how we did today. I think it's really fun to read your questions and I don't know, it's cool. It's nice to say hi.
Yeah,
and,
nice.
Love that you guys
Nice
are
to hang
here.
out. All right. I think that brings us to a close. I guess I won't see you next week, but until next time, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have a good night. Buenas noches.
Bye.